Hello guys, my name is 711 and welcome to week 5 of the PBA Season 4. This week we are battling Jordan, and guys, we had a pretty rough loss last week, as you guys know, but now we are finally back with a Wi-Fi battle instead of on Showdown, and so this is going to be really exciting. Jordan is bringing a pretty interesting looking Pokemon team. I am not bringing Mega Glalie this time, but Zebstrika. Zebstrika is hopefully going to put in the work today. So let's get this battle underway. So, kind of fearing that Dusclops, I'm bringing 3 Psychic Pokemon. So he leads with Ambipom, just as I predicted, and I led with Lucario. And most of the time, when I bring Lucario, it is justified, but this Lucario is inner focus, so I'm able to eat that fake out, and I see that the life orb is really nice, and I go straight for the high jump kick, and that takes out Ambipom turn 1. So I am off to a pretty fantastic start right away. 6-5. So he goes into Conkeldurr, and I know that I have to switch at this point, and I go into Gothitelle. Now I brought competitive Gothitelle, and I brought competitive Gothitelle and Defiant Bisharp because he could have potentially brought a Galvantula with sticky webs, so all that power would be really nice. So in comes Dusclops here, and I go for the Psychic on what would have been the Conkeldurr, but he switched. I see that doesn't do a whole lot, so I start going for Dark Pulses. And Dark Pulse does plenty of damage. We see a Will-O-Wisp here. And boy, guys, I'm sure glad that turn 1 he didn't switch into Dusclops on the high jump kick. That would have been pretty bad for me. So another Dark Pulse is going to take it down pretty close, and we get a flinch there. So that flinch was kind of interesting. So Dark Pulse one more time, that is going to take out the Dusclops nice and easily. So now I'm ahead 6-4. I'm in a pretty good position here. Gothitelle is really bulky, so I left Gothitelle in. Hopefully he can take something. But this turn actually Jordan overpredicts, thinking that something else like a Slowbro would come in order to take this potential fire move, but he goes for Solar Beam instead, and he goes for Solar Beam instead of a fire move in the sun. So that almost kills, and the burn takes out Gothitelle. So Gothitelle drops to Dusclops' Will-O-Wisp. And now in comes Zebstrika, this Life Orb Zebstrika. This is the first time I ever use a Zebstrika in my life, and it knocks out the Charizard. So down goes a Charizard. It is now a 5-3 battle. There's a little bit of Life Orb recoil and just recoil from Wild Charge. Now here comes Conkeldurr, and I have Bounce for Conkeldurr, so I go for Bounce, and Jordan was just completely bewildered here, and so how is he going to handle this? He decides to send in Scizor, which I guess can take this bounce as best as possible. But then Zebstrika also has Flame Charge, and thanks to that Charizard Y, I still have the Sun, and so that easily takes out the Scizor, and I am even faster than usual. So down goes the Scizor. Now this is a 5-2 battle. Sunlight fades on that last turn. So in comes Conkeldurr, and he knows what my play is here. My play is to go for the bounce. And there's the Drain Punch. Nothing happens, and so when I come back down, boom, that does a good 60% or so, gets the paralysis. And I lose a little bit more health. The Drain Punch is going to take out Zebstrika, but you know what? Zebstrika really put in the work. Almost took out half of Jordan's team. It took out the Charizard, and it took out the Scizor, and it did more than half health to Conkeldurr and paralyzed Conkeldurr. So that was a really great series of turns for me. So Conkeldurr drops to Latias' Psychic, and all that's left is Lapras. Now, guys, this is really crazy because here starts Jordan's comeback. He lands a Freeze Dry, of course, and that does a lot of damage, and look at that. He gets the freeze on Latias. Luckily, I do have leftovers to help with the helping with my HP. That's what I'm trying to say. Help with my HP. So I'm still frozen, and he lands another Freeze Dry. And luckily there's some leftovers here, and the Thunderbolt really didn't do as much to Lapras as I thought. So this is probably a physically bulky Lapras. So here's another Freeze Dry, and this is enough to take out Latias. It is. Latias just decided to stay frozen the whole time, and Lapras was able to easily take out Lapras. I'm sorry, Lapras took out Latias because of all of those freeze hacks. So now in comes Lucario, and I said, you know what, Lucario is probably the best Pokemon to take on this Lapras. So he predicts the high jump kick. I did not predict the protect, but watch this. He's holding a Mickleberry, and the Mickleberry increased accuracy here. So now high jump kick. I don't have to worry about this 90% accuracy shenanigans, and I decided to make some middle ground plays here, and I went for the extreme speed, not doing all that much. I go for the Blaze Kick here, and so I decided to just keep going for the Blaze Kick until he goes for Protect one more time, because I did not want to go down to recoil. So he goes for the Protect here, and I'm not going to go for the high jump kick this time. Go for Blaze Kick. Now the reason why I went for Blaze Kick over extreme speed, it is slightly more powerful and has a high critical hit ratio. But look, the high jump kick missed. To this day, and for a long time, I still can't figure out why high jump kick missed, even though my accuracy increased. So now I'm down to 2 Pokemon left, and in comes Bisharp. Now this Bisharp does not have Brick Break, it does not have Low Kick, but it does have the Thunder Wave, and that will be able to come to my advantage here. So here's the Thunder Wave that I said, and Thunder Wave is going to slow down this Lapras, and hopefully now I can start hitting it with a few knockoffs. So Whirlpool is going to be really annoying here. Not that I want to switch, but the residual damage is just going to keep wearing down Bisharp, and so Bisharp is just going to keep getting some residual damage, and with Protect, it's just going to keep racking up. And so it's getting closer and closer to the end. Now, this Freeze Dry is going to be super effective on Slowbro. I think when I calculated earlier, I think it's a 2-hit KO. And this week, I brought a Slowbro that is offensive and not quite as bulky. So there's a Freeze Dry there, but so we actually exchange critical hits there. The critical hit Freeze Dry, critical hit knockoff. So Protect is not really going to help Lapras with leftovers anymore because I knocked off the leftovers, and it's only a matter of time now. I just need to land an Iron Head at this point. There's the Iron Head, and it knocks out the Lapras, and I get a 2-0 victory. So that was a really interesting game. Zebstrika is a PU Pokemon, and it was able to take out 2 OU Pokemon and 60% of a UU Pokemon. That is absolutely crazy. I brought a PU Pokemon to an OU match, and it put in the work. It really put in the work. And on top of that, the freeze on the Latios was really bizarre, and so that was interesting. But then also the high jump kick miss, even though the Mickleberry raised the accuracy. I'm pretty sure that makes high jump kick over 100% accurate, but I still don't know why that didn't. You know, Lapras had Lapras was paralyzed that turn, and since Lapras was paralyzed that turn, I'm pretty sure it was, there was no chance that Lapras should have lived that turn. So I'm still confused about that, but whatever. I still have a 2-0 win. Good luck, Jordan, and I hope to see you in the playoffs. And thank you guys so much for watching. I am now 4 wins, 1 loss, +2 differential. And if you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to like it and comment and subscribe for more to come if you haven't already. And I will see you guys later. Peace.